Hey YouTubers, Kevin again. I promised my daughter that and you guys, that I would make a video about my family. I think I'm gonna make like a series of videos today because it's a boring Sunday and I don't know, and just kind of in the mood. First thing about family, as I figure is the structure. I don't have a very big family. I have my mother, my sister. Um, it's pretty much been just the three of us growing up. I did have a stepfather, but he wasn't really a strong figure in my family or in my life. So it's basically just been me, my mom, and my sister, three amigos. I came out to them again, of course, 8 years ago, like I said in my last video, and I'll talk more about that later too in one of my other videos. They were they were okay with it. They were like, "Oh, okay." And my mom said she said she didn't see it. But again, I'll explain that in another video. I know that's annoying when people say that and then they never do it, but I'll do it, I promise. My sister has been very supportive. I can't really say much. I mean, they're still saying, using the feminine pronouns and, still calling me by my birth name. And, but I figure it's still, very early. I haven't even gotten shots or anything, but they're trying. They're really trying. I went down. They live 2 hours south of me, and I went down there for Easter for dinner, and well, for the whole weekend, spent time with them. And for Easter dinner, I wore a suit jacket and this T-shirt underneath. Because I don't know how to tie a tie yet. I don't have a tie yet. Little baby steps. But Mom told me that I looked very handsome. They like the name Gavin. It's very hard to choose a name. Maybe I should make a video on that. What do you guys think? I don't know. And yeah, who has the best daughter in the world? This guy. I'm amazed. My oldest daughter, she's one of my biggest supporters. She's my best friend. Hearts to you, baby. I had her watch my first video, and she called me up, and I was dying. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. While she was watching it, and she called me up, and she's like, well, she says, if you're gonna do this, meaning the videos, she said, I want you to make me a promise. And I'm going, oh shit. And she said, I want you to be honest. She said, I don't want you to hold anything back. She said, I don't want you feeling like you have to edit yourself because of me or other people. Just go ahead and put yourself out there. And yeah, she said, I may not like everything that you say. She said, but that's my problem, something that I'll have to deal with, something that I'll have to get used to. She said, but this is a way for me to get to know Gavin. It's like, it's kind of like okay, it's like being two people at this point. And I know she's mourning the loss of her mother, which I can understand. And she's really interested in getting to know Gavin and trying to mold these two images into one. And the fact that she is trying so hard, and she, we've cried about several things, and I know this is so hard on her, and I feel so selfish sometimes that, because she's engaged to be married, and she was worried about things like, me being at her wedding. It's every little girl's dream wedding. The mom was standing at the end of the aisle, being the first one to stand up when she walks down the aisle, and all of that. And I'm not going to fit the part. I've told her, I'm your mother. I will always be your mother. I'll just look different. But in looking different, it's making her life harder. And I feel so selfish. She's like, what do I tell my kids? What about, at my wedding when daddy's there? Now, I haven't seen her or talked to her father in maybe 20 years. And I know this is just so hard on her. She's like, well, what am I going to tell this person, tell that person? The kids are too young to understand. I don't want to tell them yet. And it's just making her life a little more difficult. And I feel guilty for that. But she's owning it. She's accepting it. She's telling me that I need to be true to myself. And she's kind of doing this little parenting role, this little thing. It's really cute. She's one of the best parents I've ever known or heard of. So, but she's trying so hard. She's one of my biggest supporters, and I love you, baby, so much. I really do. I can't imagine a more perfect daughter than you. Well, and Samantha. But way to throw a name out there, huh? Okay. I also have a son. He's the middle child. I talked to him, 8 years ago, and he's like, go, okay, whatever. I haven't talked to him about it yet, for a couple of reasons. One being I haven't told my youngest daughter yet, and I want to tell her first, and then I'll tell him, simply because I don't know why, to be honest. Maybe I'm afraid of I'm nervous about what he's going to think. He's always been a mama's boy. But a couple years ago, we kind of had a falling out, and we didn't talk for about a year, 2 years. I'm so proud of him. I adore him. He's my boy. He's my heart. But things are still. We talk now. We text now. We're getting there. But I don't want to. I don't know. I'm holding off telling him. I think maybe until I get more information, and once I start T, and then I'm gonna have to. But it's not. They live in another state, and it's not something that I really want to do it with a phone. So I don't know. So there's my kid. I'm my youngest daughter. She lives in Indiana with her father. Long story. Not sure if I want to put it up here. Reasons why, but it is what it is. She's an amazing little girl. She likes it when people mistake her for a boy sometimes. So she's kind of, that little, she's like in that gray gender area. She loves being girly, and then she loves being all butch, and she's just her. She's just herself. She throws herself out there. She's like, this is me, whatever. I love it. She's my little sunshine. That's what I call her. She's my little sunshine. As far as grandkids go, yes, I'm a grandfather. I have, for my oldest daughter, 4 grandkids. I have a little girl who's 9, a little boy who's 6. We lost one to a birth defect. Her name was Faith. And my step-grandson, which I hate putting step in there because I don't feel he's a step, but he was not born from my daughter, but he's still my grandson. And he is 17. Tall, very, very tall, and the best hugger in the world. my little granddaughter, she's the pretty little princess is what I call her. She's all girl, very much, very much my daughter's daughter, just like her mama. And every time she does something, my daughter goes, God, you wouldn't believe what she just did. And I'm like, payback to me. Love you, honey. And my little grandson, he's he's a sweetheart. Um, he's a little carrot top, and it suits him so well. I love him. He's awesome. And I also have a grandson that I haven't met yet. My son's boy. Haven't met him yet. He's oh, how old is he now? He's about 6, 7 months old, I think. Help me out here, guys. I don't remember. I know that's bad, but I'll see. August, September, October, November, December, March, April. Oh, 8 months. 8 months? I don't know. Little guy. Little baby guy. I haven't met him yet. I'm really looking forward to it. I love the little baby giggles, and I've gotten pictures, and he's adorable. Now, I can't talk about family without talking about friends. Ooh, this video is getting long. Quick intro to my, some of my friends. A shout out to TJ. Known him longer than I care to admit. He and I kind of started our transitions together. He actually went through with it. I wasn't able to. He's been a wonderful supporter, very understanding, very true friend, and love you. Thank you for everything over the years, and for your support now. I appreciate you. Also, a friend of mine, Rajski. He's in the Netherlands. Maddie, we call him Maddie. He's been sweet and a very good supporter. I've only known him for about a year, but love you so much. And another friend of mine, Rose, I just met her in January. She's a bit confused, to be honest. Her and I were roommates in a dorm at the VA in January. I'll explain that in another video. And so she was kind of, when I told her, I said, well, I've got something I really, really want to tell you. She's like, you're going to tell me you're a lesbian. I'm like, so I told her, and she can kind of wrap her head around the FTM part, but she can't quite grasp her head around the fact that I'll be a man who likes men. So, yeah, I'm gay. She can't seem to grasp that part. That seems to be harder for her for some reason. I don't know why. But she's being very brutally honest with me, and I really appreciate that. This is getting long. Wow, 13 minutes. I'm going to stop it now. Okay, peace out.